Hello, it's me, Sky, and today I am going to talk to you about the diamond painting challenge that I plan to complete in 2025. So first and foremost, I think I need to tell you that this is not my idea. I have borrowed this challenge from the lovely Kayla at Books and Lala. If you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, then you know that I have a multitude of hobbies, and those hobbies send me to multiple corners of the internet. And that is how I found Kayla's channel many years ago, because she does content about books. And I absolutely love her channel. I love her ideas. I think that she is so creative. And every year she does the Buzzword-a-thon, or Buzzword readathon. I'm not sure exactly how it's worded. But what she does is at the beginning of each year, she gives us prompts for each month. And typically it has been titles of the books must contain certain words. In the past, we've done things like positive words or nature words or specific words. Like sometimes it's a little bit more difficult, but for the most part, the prompts are pretty easy to fulfill with books because there's tons and tons of books. But this year, she put out a video for her Buzzword Readathon in 2025, and she gave us the prompts for titles, and she also gave us prompts for covers. So this year, she is giving us some keywords, or I guess I should say key elements, that should be present in the book cover art, and that will fulfill the prompt for the month. And I was thinking, how can I make this diamond painting? And as I watched her video and she mentioned the different elements that she thought of for covers, I was thinking of diamond paintings that might fulfill it, and I think it's doable. I think it can be done. So one important thing about this challenge is there's no police. So you can do 12 different things to fulfill the 12 prompts, or you can make one fulfill as many prompts as you possibly can, and it's still fine. You still did it. But for today, I am going to be super optimistic about my abilities, and I am going to try to find 12 diamond paintings to fulfill the cover challenge for Kayla's 2025 Buzzword Readathon for covers. Okay, after all that preamble, what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna tell you the prompts for each month of the year, and then we are gonna look for some diamond paintings that might fulfill each prompt. Okay, so we are here on Diamond Art Club's website, where I seem to end up in almost every video with my list, which I have, and Diamond Art Club's website. So for January, for the cover challenge, which we are now converting to our diamond painting image challenge, the prompt is patterns. So any type of repeating element. So my thought for this one is something with a quilt on it, because that's going to be kind of a repeating pattern, or like something like a polka dot dress or shirt or something. And I feel like we could, like, I'm just going to go to the new arrival page and see if we can find something as we scroll. Like Minnie has a polka dotted little bow, so that's a repeating element. I guess Piglet's stripes could be a repeating element. This plaid in the background, I think you could call that a repeating element. So I don't know. I think the book covers that Kayla was showing as the ones she would recommend, but you can of course choose your own. The entire book cover was kind of a repeating pattern, but I don't know that we really can do that. So we're just gonna find a repeating element that is present at least in a small amount on the diamond painting. So I'm still scrolling. I don't know if I see much more. The one I was thinking of for this prompt is, let me see, let me look it up. This one. This is What Lies Beneath by Dakota Datweiler. This might seem like a really weird one to pick, but I'm thinking he has a repeated pattern here on his, the yellow on his body. And then the lionfish here has kind of a repeating stripe pattern. I'll tell you why in a minute. That one fits some other prompts, so that's why I want to use it. But I think that one works. I also have another one in my stash. Breakfast Buddies, I feel like works. It has this repeating pattern on the pot holder and this oven mitt. I think that would work. You know, it's really what you make of it. Like, if you find anything, any small element that's got some kind of pattern, that would work. So for February, what is the prompt? I gotta get my list again. The prompt is skylines. And this can be like a cityscape, or it can be like a horizon, like wherever the sky and the land meet. It can be any sort of horizon. So I'm thinking that like every single landscape would work for this. I mean, this is Chuck Pinson. That's who I've searched for, and like, I mean, pretty much everything has a horizon. The sky meeting the water in some type of way, mountains meeting the sky. I mean, pretty much every single one of them. If we go to the new arrivals, it might be a little bit more difficult to find one. Not these Disney guys, but I mean, you could probably say these, like particularly this one, the Rapunzel. I mean, that would probably work. Load more. I think this one is probably one of the easiest ones to complete. Like this I think would count. There are some that would probably be more like skyline or cityscape type ones. I'm trying to think of some right now, and I'm sure they exist. I'm not thinking of any, but that would fulfill it like exactly if we could find one with a city skyline. Oh, you know who I bet? I bet Yume has something. Okay, let's see if we can find a city skyline. Like this, would this count? I mean, it's definitely a city. Yeah, I think that would work. I think we could pull that off. I don't actually have that one, but that's okay. This one, Sakura Festival, I think that would work. Still Waiting, that's definitely, like, that's the one. That's the definition. That is a skyline right there. Or what's the exact prompt? Yeah, skyline. That's the exact prompt. So, yeah, we could definitely do this. Okay, so for March, the prompt is books. And this, I feel like, should be pretty simple. If we go back again to the new release page, let's see if we can find any with books. I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't seen one yet. Maybe most of the book ones are sold out because we all love books. Oh, here's a book. Yume again. I wonder if we could fulfill all of these prompts with Yume. That would be interesting. Okay, any more books? Is there a book here? Spanglers have books often. I think there's some books in the background there of Midnight Munchies. Yeah, there's some books. Okay, so that one would count. Oh, does Winter Nap? Yeah, Winter Nap has some. She's got someone like above her headboard. She's got some books. I think this one is pretty easy for us to find. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of books. Okay, so we can definitely fulfill that one. In April, the prompt is animals. So this one works for that too. This one has our ghost kitties. Here's an animal, here's an animal, here's an animal. Tons of animals. Here's a snake. We've got animals all over the place. Horse. We've got what are you, a raven? A dragon, another dragon, a tiger. Like, this one it's so easy. So easy. Tons of animals for us to choose from. I think I can easily fulfill that one. And then in May, we have eyes. Now, when Kayla mentioned this one, I think she meant for us to pick eyes that are not necessarily just sitting there on somebody's face. But I can't really think of any diamond paintings that just have like random eyeballs. I'm sure they exist, but obviously anything that has a face is gonna have eyes, and we can make this work. So I mean, she has eyes. I think her eyes are closed, so that might not count as much, but here our watermelon dragon has an eyeball there. Sagittarius, there's eyes. We've got eyes here, eyes on this cat, eyes on the turtle, eyes. Yeah, I mean, just eyes. Pretty much everyone. I mean, this one doesn't, you don't see the eyes. So there are some that won't have eyes, but for the most part, that's a pretty easy one. I think we can do that. Then in June, our prompt, prompt, I don't have words today. Our prompt is celestial. So that's like planets or the sun or stars, something, the moon, something like that. So yeah, I think that's fairly simple. I mean, this one you've got like a moon. I think it's a moon, maybe that's the sun. This one we've got the sun, and then I guess that's probably water splashes. I was gonna say those were stars, but many of them have stars. I think there's stars in the back of this one. I think no, okay. Here, these are celestial symbols. I guess probably a lot of zodiacs are gonna have celestial type things like this one does. So that shouldn't be too difficult. Here's the sun here in a landscape. That should be pretty easy to come up with something. Then in July, this one I found rather difficult. July's prompt is technology. So it's, when Kayla described this, she said, if you plug it in, it's technology. So I feel like we don't have as much of that, but a few artists came to mind. I really thought of Mrs. Butter D. Okay, so I'm already seeing like headphones, that's technology. This machine here that probably plugs in, that's technology. You could probably argue this one if you think that she's taking a selfie with her phone, then that's technology, though it's not actually pictured, but you know, we've got wiggle room. More headphones, a lamp, I say that counts. This mirror is lit. There's another set of headphones there. I mean, I think we can do it, but I do think that one is going to be one of the more difficult ones. I don't actually know which one I might pick out of my stash that would fulfill that one, but I may have to make that one work for me. But August is transportation. This one I feel like we can do pretty easily. And transportation, like, it can be cars, it can be trains, it can be planes, and bicycles, roller skates, like whatever. However you get around, transportation. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could say legs. But I mean, we've got a horse here, that's transportation. And I don't know, landscapes I feel like have a lot. I mean, she's flying on a broom, just transportation, it works. What do we not have any with like actual cars and trucks anywhere recently? That's odd. Maybe I should go back to Chuck Pinson because you know he's got something. Well, this one has a boat. That's transportation. Let's see, we're not finding a lot of stuff on our new release page. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the categories, and we want, categories, we want landscape and nature. And I think this is gonna be full of transportation stuff. There's a boat. Do we have, yeah, there's some boats here. Boats. What, a train? Train, that's a good one here. More boats. There's a car. Okay, finally. I wanted to see what, I thought there was lots with trucks and cars, but here's some horses. More horses. The whole car as like the focal point of the image. Yeah, I think we can fulfill this pretty easily. Yeah, here's another truck. So that one should be good. September is for foliage. So we're on the right page, but this doesn't have to be fall foliage. Again, why can't I say words? It doesn't have to be autumn leaves. It can be any type of foliage. It can be flowers. It can be plants or whatever season. So pretty much any of these, like it's all gonna work. There's trees, there's grass, it's gonna work. So I think let's go back to the new arrival page and we'll scroll through all of these Disney things again. But yeah, I think Ariel's, she's got some foliage that's under the sea stuff, but it still counts. And I see some behind Snow White there. I mean, there behind Sleeping Beauty, there's tons in plant delivery. Yeah, I don't think this one should be difficult at all. Flowers here. There's she's got lots of plants in this room. There's stuff behind Red Riding Hood, in front of Red Riding Hood too, actually. Yeah, there's trees in this one, trees in this one. Like, it should be pretty straightforward to get that one. And then in October, we have weapons. And Kayla herself said that if you want to make anything a weapon, then go right ahead. But I feel like we can probably find something with, like, swords or something. I mean, surely we've got something like that. Oh, yeah, here, she's got a weapon. She's got a bow and arrow. Is this? No, that's a candle. I mean, I suppose that could be a weapon if you wanted. Let's see what else. We've got a sword right here. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to count a, like, magical person doing magic as a weapon, which it probably would be, they probably could wield their magic as a weapon. I am sure that that could count. This snake could probably be used as a weapon. Let's see what else. Is there anything in here? Oh, I bet this staff could be a weapon. If you really, if you wanted to do this one and say that he could hit somebody over the head with this little acorn lantern, I believe you. Okay, so November is for food and drink, which I am seeing already. So we've got a drink here, our little dragon with his drink cup. I do think this one is slightly more difficult. These little Christmas coasters would work. I don't know what I have in particular that has food and drink on it. I did think about the recent one that came out, that's this one, the Noodle Dragons, and I think there are other ones by this artist. Let's view the artist's designs. Yeah, the dragons are all like eating stuff in most all of them, so any of those would work. Let's go with the best sellers and scroll through some different ones. Oh, Cupcake Bakery, that would be perfect. Tons of food. Let's see, oh, we've got afternoon tea and beans and brew right there. Lots more drinks. Oh, the Cranky Kitten has a drink. Seeing a lot more drinks than food. Another cup right there. Okay, well this wasn't as bad as I was thinking it might be. There are plenty with, like, coffee cups. I wasn't thinking about coffee for some reason. I was really focused on food. I mean, pumpkins, you can eat pumpkins. I think that works. So, I mean, there's pumpkins here, pumpkins there. We have plenty with pumpkins, so that should be fine. So then in December, the prompt is monochrome. And that one, I think, is maybe going to be our most difficult one. I'm thinking Christopher Lavelle might have something. So basically, this prompt is just wanting us to find something with mostly one color, which I think for diamond painting, you kind of, like, the nature of diamond painting is that you have lots of colors, you know? But then Christopher Lavelle often has certain tones, like Masquerade. How many colors are in this? This has 25 colors, which is a lot, but for a diamond painting, that is a pretty small amount of color. Do we have any with, like, less than that? I don't know. What about Plague Doctor? How many colors? 17 colors. So, not that I have that one, though. So I don't know exactly what I would do. Oh, this one's really pretty. Blackheart Ballet has 15 colors. I think we could do that. I don't know. Maybe Ines Guerrero, do you think? Those, I have a deceptive amount of colors, though. So this one, it seems like it's mostly white, but it still has 44 colors. I think it would still work, though. I think we could make this work. The Judgment card, that one has 26 colors. I think that's doable. I think we could get away with that. I can't pronounce this one, but it has 28 colors. So yeah, I think there is a way we can make that work. Even if you wanted, even if you wanted to pick something like Stitch here with, like, majorly one colored background, I think that works, in my opinion. And I guess these guys have a one color background as well, though I wouldn't necessarily call it monochrome. I don't know if we can wiggle it enough to make that fit the prompt. prompt, but I think if we have to, we have to, because not everybody's gonna have an Ines Guerrero or a Christopher Lavelle, and they're not going to want to have one. So, not that you guys are necessarily gonna want to do this challenge with me, but if you do, I did want to make it accessible to you just in case you wanted to join me and try to do this. Now I'm gonna go back to what lies beneath. So if I weren't going to try to pick one for each month, each prompt, like use a different diamond painting to fulfill each prompt, I could use this one to be my January pattern. I could use it to be, I mean, I guess I could get away with using it to be my skyline, my horizon shot, could. It's celestial, there's some stars up there, so I could use that. Transportation, because it has a boat, it has an animal, and the animal has eyes, so I could technically do several here if I wanted to. I could also use it for foliage because there's trees. If I really wanted to get creative, I could say that there's a weapon here because the octopus clearly is going to use his legs to do harm. The lionfish don't they hurt people? Aren't they like, do they have some kind of venom or something? I don't know. And I guess we could say food because some people eat octopus. I don't know if I could get away with that. I don't think I could find technology here or monochrome, or there's no book. So I couldn't fulfill every prompt with one, but you get the gist of what we're talking about here. Okay, so that is our Buzzword Diamond Painting Challenge for 2025. I think we could look at Kayla's title Buzzword Challenge. So these would be words that she would want you to find in the title of a book, but what if we could find them in the title of our diamond paintings? So I'm going to flip to another page in my notebook. I really should get a better way of organizing this type of stuff. For January, she says truth and lies are the buzzwords for the month. So this is why I picked my octopus, what lies beneath. I picked this one because it has the word lies in it, and I know that that's not technically using it in the way that Kayla intended, but it is the word. It's the word. And truth, let's just Google these words. Not Google, but look them up on Diamond Art Club's website. So we've got truth and justice, defender of truth. If you have either of those, that would work. I don't know about lies. I don't know if there's any that have lies. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Butterflies. That has the word lies in it. Butterflies. Yeah, that works. We're using that. How many of these have the word butterflies? The word lies in there. Sleeps with butterflies. What? Yeah, butterflies again. There's another butterflies. That works. I think we can get dragonflies. That has the word lies in it. I think we can do that one. Okay, so what is February? That's water words. So anything like river, ocean, sea, water, whatever, that would count. Another reason I picked what lies beneath, I thought beneath would be a good water word. So what else could we do? Let's just go up here and say water and see what we get. Water tiger, okay. Waterfall, that would work. I don't know. Swimming, I think that's a water word. What else could we use? Falls, that's a water word. Watermelon. That counts. It says the word water. I say it counts. See the possibilities. Wave mermaid. That works. So I think we could do that one. And then March is the word thing. This one I feel like is going to be more difficult. It has to have the word thing in the title. And I don't know. Oh, we have a few. Good things are coming. Thoughts are things, everything's better with chocolate chips on it, and then in everything give thanks. And maybe there's some archived ones that have the word thing. But I also think we could get away with like breathing, because that has the word thing. There aren't any, but I think we could get away with that word. Like anything, something, something, it's nothing. Okay, well, we've still got the releases for this year that might have something with thing in them if we didn't have those like 4 that just pulled up. So for April, we have animals. So this is just gonna have, the title has to contain an animal name. So let's just say cat. You know there's gonna be some cats. That says cat, 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 bat and cat, dragon, cat, 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 cat. I mean, this one should be easy. Cat, cat. I'm sure there's plenty that say dog. There's probably plenty that say dragon. We could easily do that one. Then in May, it's the word two and two, which I'll have to definitely put on the screen, but not the number 2, but the word T-O or T-O-O. So I'm gonna just look that up because I can't really think of anything, and it's gonna show me like everything that has the T, a word that starts with T-O in it. Yeah, like tower, tomes. Yeah, I don't, can we do this? I walk to forget. There it is. Okay, I don't know if there's gonna be any more, but what, I mean, we could get away with it. If it's like tower, like this, that has T-O, tomes has T-O, I think we could get away with it. I don't know how many even that would gain us though, but we could do, oh, do you think tomorrow? Oh, there's an artist with tomorrow. I wonder if we could get away with that. The artist name, Tomorrow's Problem. I think we could get away with that. I don't know. That one's pretty hard. I don't know if we can make that one work. And then in June, we have memory words. So like remember, forget, memory. Let's just look at memory. In your memory, a moment on memory lane. So that does work. We could say remember. Yeah, remember, remembered. Okay, what about, well, we just saw a walk to forget. So we know there's that one. So this one is hard, but you could do it. July is punctuation, and I think we would have an easier time with this one than for a book title. I think there's lots of these. I think you could get away with any mystery kit because it has the dashes. I think that you could get away with that. What else? We have Elsa with a comma right there, so that counts. Dopey, there's an apostrophe. There's a question mark, and have you seen my nose? I think we can do this one pretty easily. I don't know exactly what I might have that would qualify. I mean, I have some mystery kits, so that could do it. Oh, there's another apostrophe right there. I was just gonna see if I can find any more real quick. Nah, I can't see any more. Oh, gnomes. Yep, another apostrophe. So yeah, that one's doable. August, we have the word with, like W-I-T-H. I don't know how far that's gonna get us though. I think we're gonna have to modify that one a little bit. Yeah, nothing's popping up that has with in it. But you know what I think does have the word with in it is which. That definitely contains all the same letters as with. You just got a little addition of that little C there. And I think it works. So there's plenty of ones that have which in them. So I think that would be doable if we modified it a little bit. September, we have events like honeymoon or wedding or funeral or something like that. I don't know, what do we have some that say vacation? Yeah, we have vacation. Do we have like what party? I know we may have some that say party. Governor's party, tea party, birthday party. I think this we could probably do this. This one's a little bit more difficult, but not too bad. And then let's see. I What do we have for October? Let me turn my page. In October, we have violent words. So instead of like having a weapon, it's like violent actual words, like the word knife or the word kill or something like that. I don't know. Let's say knife. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have, I mean, I guess that one that's katana, that would work, I think. What else could we say? Do we have any that say like apocalypse? I don't know how to spell it. We have the 4 crows of the apocalypse. I don't know how to spell apocalypse. What about like, I know one that I have is, yeah, the witch who stole the night. I think stole would work. I think you could fiddle around with this. I don't know if we have any that say death. I mean, death, we do have one. Memento Mori, that could count. Deathly Hallows. I mean, this is possible. Okay, for November, there's the word never. I really don't know how far we would get with this one. What do we have? We have Van Gogh Never Saw Alaska and Where the Fun Never Ends. I don't have either one of those. I don't know how I would do this one unless I modified it in some way. And then in December, we have alliteration, which I immediately thought of one that I have for this. Breakfast buddies. So it's just the same sounding multiple time, no, a repeating sound. That's what I want to say. So breakfast buddies. I'm sure we have plenty more. I'm sorry that Nugget's barking again. Okay, I don't know what he was barking at. Anyways, alliteration. What can we find? Oh, Peaceful Pocahontas. That would definitely work. Forest Friends. Terrific Tiana. I think, oh, he's gonna bark some more. I have no idea. I can't make him stop. Red Riding Hood, I think that might count. Magic Mirror, that could count. So this one, I definitely think we could do this. But I don't know. I don't know about challenging you or myself to do the title challenge. That would be a real undertaking. But obviously we don't have to just use Diamond Art Club kits, so it could be any company to fulfill this. So if you know some kit titles from other companies that might fulfill these prompts, like, let me know. Maybe we could do both of these, the title and the actual image challenge. That would be cool. And of course, if you're a reader like myself, I always try and fail to do this as a book challenge, and I am going to try again this year, and I'll show you kind of a graphic with my tentative plans, which will absolutely change, and I probably won't even make it to March before I forget. But I did plan to do this for books as well, so if you want to just do this for books, feel free. That's the way it's intended. I just like to have a fun little challenge to motivate me to pick different things from my stash that I wouldn't normally pick. But if I have to actually buy something to fulfill this challenge, then I really shouldn't do it. But you know what? If I only need one more to fulfill the whole thing, I'd buy it. And definitely go check out Kayla's video where she explains so much better what these prompts are and what they mean, and she'll show you book suggestions, and you can kind of formulate in your own head some diamond painting suggestions to go along. But this is my plans for the 2025 Buzzword Diamond Painting Challenge, and I'm sure that I have talked for way too long at this point. But please like this video if you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up before you leave. Please subscribe if you want to see more content from me and you want to see how badly I fail this challenge that I just set for myself. Go check out Kayla's video, and go check out all of her videos. They are wonderful. But in her Buzzword video, she does link to some graphics that she created that you could use to kind of organize what you plan to do if you are going to follow along with this challenge. And I think that's everything for now. So I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!